it's Lego Maddy Abernathy. Merry Christmas to all of you. If you guys are having an awesome Christmas day, hit that like button and tell me what you guys have been getting for Christmas. Did you get what you wanted? Did you get what you didn't want? Did you get at least something you wanted? Let me know in the comments below. I don't care. Write a big list if you want. Because I ain't going nowhere. I got no life. Obviously. But anyway, I decided to do a top 10 on Christmas. So that is my Christmas present to you guys. And I'm also going to include the new villains from Season 6. And I'm also listing the Ninjago villains on seasons I could remember them. Some of them in order. Some of them aren't. But I just remembered the best way I can. Also, I'm not going to say almost everything correctly. To be quite honest, I'm just a human being, as you are, so I may forget some things, and Ninjago is a very long season. Also, I'm going to be counting the pilot episodes as Season 1. So, let the correction comments begin, because I ain't gonna read any of them. They all go into a filter and they get deleted, so there's no point. But, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. And up at number 10 is Samukai. Samukai is a 4-armed skeleton. He was originally the leader of the skeleton army until Garmadon took over and such. And then he became Garmadon's apprentice, but then Samukai thought he could overthrow Garmadon by holding all 4 weapons at the same time. But shamefully, this kind of killed him. So Samukai is believed to be returning in Season 6, but I personally think he is just a training simulation. But we never know. We never know what could happen in Season 6. Hopefully, this awesome villain does return in Season 6. And up at number 9 is Pythor / the Serpentine. Pythor is one of my favorite villains. He's also the Serpentine as well. Pythor was originally the leader of the Serpentine. He defeated all of the generals in a fight and became the ruler of the Serpentine. However, Pythor was eaten by the Great Devourer once he released the Great Beast. That's very nice to release an animal. Thought you're gonna be like so greeted by them, and then you find out you're their lunch. But then after he came back in Season 4, the rebooted season, but he was white because of the certain chemicals in the Great Devourer's mouth turned him that color. Then he ate a shrinking pill, and then he turned small, and then in Season 4, the Tournament of Elements, he came back to full size after helping defeat the fake Anachondri, and he hasn't been seen since, but hopefully this great villain will return soon. I mean, I hope so. He was awesome. And up at number 8 is Lord Garmadon. Nobody really knows his first name, but everybody just calls him Garmadon of his last name. I guess Garmadon probably was his real name or just his last name. No one knows for sure, but that's what just people call him by. He was bitten by the Great Devourer, who was just a young snake at the time. The Great Devourer's venom poisoned Garmadon's blood and his mind, and he turned evil. Garmadon had 2 arms in the first few seasons, and then he went to a strange world and got 4 arms. Then originally Garmadon got possessed by the Overlord, became the Overlord, and then after the Overlord was defeated, he became Sensei Garmadon, which I think was a really bad idea for LEGO. I think Garmadon was a good villain, but I'm not the writers, I can't change it. But hopefully, he probably does turn bad again, because he was a better villain than he is a good guy. I'm just saying. And up at number 7 is the Overlord. The Overlord has been reoccurring in a lot of seasons, and he was first introduced in Season 3 on an island. He was basically a cloud. I couldn't find any pictures of him, I'm sorry about that. But for those of you, just look it up on Wiki. Wiki has everything. But, yes, it does. But he originally possessed Lord Garmadon and then became a giant dragon. Then he returned in Season 4 and became this mech-like thing. No, he was a virus, then he became a mech, and then after that he was destroyed and no one has seen him since. Most people think the 3rd time's a charm thing, that the Hickman Brothers said was originally a clue to get the Overlord back in the season. It possibly is, since the Overlord is the only villain that's been in the season 2 times, and while the others have been there at least once or more than 3 times. But who knows, maybe this villain might come back. We never know. And up at number 6 is General Kozue. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I am not so sure. I really don't understand these names either. But General Kozue was the four-armed general of the Stone Army. He stood by Garmadon's side and then the Overlord's side. He was basically the general, and he was basically second in command. I don't really know much about this guy, but apparently that's all I know. I'm sorry. But if for those of you who do know a little bit more, let me know in the comments so I know what I know. So I know, you know what you know. I know what I missed, and I can learn from that. So, I know all in all, he was a pretty good villain, I thought. And number 5 is General Cryptor / the Ninjroids. These were the most coolest villains, I thought, in Season 4. They were basically like Zane, but they were a little bit darker and weird. Their plans became from Zane's copy when Pixel analyzed him, and then they became the Ninjroids. I think the only cute thing about the Ninjroids was the mini droid. But General Cryptor was basically like General Kozue. They were both second in command of the Overlord practically. And yeah, I thought they were good villains at the time, and then they all got like deactivated. But they were good while it lasted. And up at number 4 is Wu. I put Wu in here because, you know, why not? His brother was in here, and even though Wu was evil for a few episodes, he deserved a spot in this countdown. So Wu was actually turned evil after he was kidnapped in Season 4. I don't remember how they do it, but they turned his beard black and his eyes red, kind of like a Ninjroid. I don't remember the whole process. I am very sorry. But Wu originally turned bad, and then Garmadon practically became the sensei for the ninja in Season 4. And then I don't remember how they brought Wu back, but it was probably like a virus cure. And then, you know, Wu became very good again. But that is basically cool. I thought it was really awesome that they put Garmadon as an evil character and then his brother as an evil character. It kind of shows they both can possibly be evil. And up at number 3 is Chen. I thought Chen was always the weirdest villain of them all. He was banished to an island along with his apprentice Klaus, who has been helping him in his evil acts since like the dawn of time. And then they turned themselves into Anachondrite, took over the world, well at least tried, and then they were in the Curse Realm trying to escape. And nobody has seen them since. And to be quite honest, I hope they don't come back. I'm sorry. It's like watching Alice in Wonderland and them being the Mad Hatter. Alright? It's very scary. Trust me. Up at number 2 is Moro / Lloyd. They're basically the same thing. Moro basically possessed Lloyd for half the season. Moro was basically went up to Wu's monastery to take trash out of the bins and basically find food because he was a homeless kid. Wu took him in and originally found out he was the Master of Wind. But Moro had an obsession, kind of like Kai. He wanted to be the Green Ninja. But apparently that was not his future. So he got mad. He did something really bad. I don't think it was quite revealed what he did. I might be wrong about that. But he was sent to the Cursed Realm, and then he tried to get the Preeminent out. He did, and then originally he died. It was really sad. He was probably one of the best villains next to Pythor, but that's just my opinion. But it was really sad. I really wish Moro would come back. I think he was one of the best villains of them all. And up at number 1 is Nadakon. Nadakon is basically the new villain of Season 6. He is a 4-armed djinn. A djinn is basically like a genie. Just look it up on the internet. Just look up the word djinn. That's D-G. No, that's sorry. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. It's DJINN. I want to say G for some reason. But he is basically the controller of the pirates. Now, not many things are known quite yet because, this is kind of early. This is before the season starts and stuff. But I thought I'd put him on the list because, he's basically a villain. So I thought you guys would appreciate that. But yeah, we'll probably know a little bit more about him later. So yeah, anyway, that is my top 10 Ninjago villains. I didn't get everybody, but I got most of the main ones I could remember. It's like I said, not everybody, and I didn't know much about everybody, but I tried my best, and I tried to do a lot of research. I mean, I have a DK book over there, and I read it. Some of the stuff is not in there, but I at least tried. Alright, if I missed anything, just let me know in the comments below, because I probably missed a ton of stuff, because apparently I do all the time. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope to see you guys again, and later I'll be doing a haul when I come back on Sunday. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, and bye, I guess.